There's an COVID. Guys, don't worry, the Ministry of Health. There is an outbreak of COVID again in Guyana. They messaged me, a child just had it at one of the hospitals. I have a family member in Guyana that have it right now. She and everybody in the house that got it. I got people the same region. One, COVID is on rampant. There is an COVID is back. It's alive as well. It's kicking. So put on your mask, sanitize, go back to 2020, 2019. COVID is in Guyana again. Not a teacher reached out to me from Grimsall Secondary School. Priya, there is still a water issue at Grimsall Primary School. As a matter of fact, there's a water issue at a lot of the school and in a lot of the villages. But the school in particular, if you see what is sent to me, because obviously the children are in school and they have to use the toilet. So whenever they use the toilet, there's no water to flush it. They're just going and they keep defecating on each other, feces, and it's just nasty. They're kids, they're primary school children. Priya, get the water situation fixed. If you see the pictures that they sent me, and not because the toilet is nasty or anything like that, but just because the children have to use the toilet while they're in school and there is no water. Mario. So remember where they had the fire? Remember where they had the fire that killed the 12 children from Maria? Well, people. So there's a sir that is teaching there. Apparently he's somehow connected to the PPP. And there's the boy. If you remember correctly, there was the boys' dorm and then there was the female dorm. The female dorm is the one that burned down, and you know we lost our 20 babies. The male dorm, well, it's still standing there, and apparently, I was waiting on his picture and his name, but he has been encouraging the young teenage boys to go by him after school, where he lives, claiming that he's teaching them, that he's doing extra lessons with them, and apparently he has been giving these young Amerindian kids alcohol to drink and having his merry way with some of them. There was 5 of them so far that was out of the house that he gave alcohol to, that they drink, and I don't know what happened, and it was reported, but I guess they're trying to keep it hush-hush, trying to keep it on a down low, but that's happening in Mario. Another thing I want to touch on. So, you remember a couple of months ago, the government announced that they're doing this, it's the eyeglasses, where they're giving each child $17,000 for eyeglasses if they need it. They're providing it, they're paying for it, and they signed on with all these modern optical. Well, I don't know if they signed on with anybody else, but so far the complaint was against modern optical. So they're saying, so one parent reached out to me and said she found it strange when she went to pick up her child. The teacher said to her, hey, your child needs glasses. And she was like, no, she don't. And they were like, yeah, your child needs glasses. Modern optical came to the school today and they tested, and she needs glasses, and they have this voucher for $17,000, and modern optical is going to, give the glasses because the government is paying for the glasses. Listen, every single thing in Guyana is a racket, is a run-ins. So they're out here prescribing glasses for children that don't need it. Because the girl was telling me, the girl was like, I tested my son's eyes a month ago, and he doesn't need glasses. And she said prior to testing his eyes a month ago, they did it the year before. So she knows for a fact that her son doesn't need glasses. But again, this is another racket. And you see this always fine happening when they want to give all these cash grants and all these things without putting any proper system in place for things like this. Because right now, Modern Optical is just going to these schools, testing these children's eye, prescribing glasses for them, and they don't need it. And why they're doing that is because they're getting this $17,000 voucher from the government. It's crazy. Why would they even do that? Well, listen, it's Guyana, and anything, when it comes to this government, anything is just. Next thing I want to touch on, where we all saw the sanctions passed down, and we saw the four person that they sanctioned. I can't remember all of them name, but I want to talk specifically about the commander. So remember when they found that cocaine a couple months ago in Region 1, buried or whatever. Remember back then I said, if he's the commander there, and these people are whoever it is landing cocaine there, when the month come, however they land the cocaine, then he definitely got something to do with it. I've been said that from the time they found that cocaine. I've been said that whoever's in charge of the region, the commander, whoever's in charge of the region, and somebody said respect to say, man, look, whoever y'all leave there, whoever's in charge of the region have to know something about the cocaine. Lo and behold, a commander was just sanctioned by the U.S. Saar, whatever his name is, was just sanctioned by the U.S. Listen, it is when I say they are corrupt in Guyana, this is exactly what I'm talking about. They are corrupt from the top right down. And I'm hearing that more sanction is supposed to come down against senior police officers. And I could bet my last dollar. You see Michel Caesar, he's one of them. I could bet he's one of them. That man is a criminal. That man been a criminal in the Guyana police force for years. I don't know, and they keep promoting him every year. So I'm guessing, I'm sure that he's one of those persons, because there are more sanctions that are supposed to come down in the coming weeks. And I'm sure he's going to be on that list. But I'm just saying to you, Commander, they're locking you up for a joint. They're locking you up for an ounce of weed and them kind of thing. Meanwhile, they get commander pushing cocaine by the pounds, by the tons of cocaine. And it's embarrassing. And we just always say all the time, why is it whenever this PPP government is in power, is corruption, is cocaine smuggling, it's murder, crime on the increase. It's just like every single thing is just a corrupt entity. And I think they said I don't know how true it is. One person that was sanctioned. You had the commander, you had Demon from Buxton. Last year he was implicated in something. They had a wanted bulletin out for him. I don't know what happened with the story. Then you had this guy Randolph Duncan or whatever. Well, that's the first of me hearing like about him. I don't know who that is. Never heard of him, whatever. But what somebody said to me is that he is the brother-in-law of the one that hire the social media trolls to keep reporting my account. What's his name? The one from All by Stung, man. Why isn't his name coming to me? He's the one from All by Stung. What's his name? Somebody in the comment. You see, I know on my right page. He's be with BJ all the time. What's his name? From All by Stung. Jason Abdullah. That's the name. Jason Abdullah. So the Randolph Duncan guy is Jason Abdullah brother-in-law, according to sources. I don't know how true it be. They say his sister has his sister got 2 kids. His sister got 2 kids for him, whatever. Listen, the PPP is a mafia entity. The PPP is a criminal entity, and you guys are going to see in the coming weeks just what I've been talking about. When it's not pedophiles, it's rapists, murderers, thief, they welcome anybody to the party. Anybody to the party. As for those of them that jump in ship, listen, they're going to be exactly in the opposition again. Exactly in the opposition again. Anyways, we can go in depth more into all these things. I got some more information, some more things that I want to talk about.